Hey everyone, and welcome to this week's video. So I'm really happy to say that we have finally finished our bar project, and I'm going to be doing the reveal in this video. So basically John and I would come downstairs and we'd work on the bar after everybody went to sleep. Some nights we'd get about 30 minutes and other nights we'd get an hour or two. It took a long time because everybody's sleep schedule has been just, I don't know, it's like everyone's going through a sleep regression in the house, but I'm so excited. We have changed this bar from top to bottom, little cosmetic upgrades, and it was so inexpensive. I'm looking forward to kind of showing you guys and explaining kind of what we did and how we saved money in doing this, and we're so happy with the way it turned out. So I hope you guys enjoy it. If this is your first time stopping by my channel, hello and welcome. I'm so glad you decided to click on this video. My name is Denise, and my husband John and I have been working on our 1968 ranch fixer-upper since last April, so an entire year now. It's crazy how time flies, and the amount of work we've done in this house is insane. We've literally touched it from top to bottom, and we still have so much work to do. But if you guys like home renovations, home decor, transformation videos, and lots of cleaning motivation, then this is a great channel for you, and I would love if you hit that subscribe button before you leave. Make sure you follow me over on Instagram. I have an easy link down in the description box. I post lots of daily life and previews of the home updates over there as well. So in the first episode of this bar renovation, I think it was 2 weeks ago, we worked on the first countertop here that you see that's already finished. So I was actually out with some of my girlfriends this night, and John decided to put the trim on. It was probably who knows, 10 o'clock at night. That way the next day I could go through and trim it off and make sure that it was flush to the countertop and we could continue to move forward. So we went with the Formica laminate countertop that I ordered through Home Depot. I believe this was about $108, $120, something like that, for a 5 by 12 foot large piece. It came shipped to my house in a huge roll, and then we cut it to size. I chose the color Ice Onyx in an artisan finish. I had to think about that, sorry. And I did tell you guys I would give you my honest opinion about just the whole process. I think with anything new, there's definitely a learning curve. The hard part is a lot of the mess ups that I made while doing this, like burning some of the laminate with the router that I'm using. You can't just go through and fix it. You can't erase the problem. It's there unless you want to redo it, which obviously we did not. That said, I'm probably the only person who really is going to notice them. And overall, for what we paid for, I'm very, very happy with these countertops. I probably wouldn't do my own kitchen or anything like that. I'd hire a professional if I chose to do laminate. But you know what? For something that we're not using all the time, it really did the job, and we're really happy with it. So there were a few areas where it got kind of chipped or just some imperfections you can see off to the left. So what I did was I took this DAP Quick Seal caulk and I tried to fill in some of the gaps as tightly as I could. It did work as far as like the way it looked, but you guys probably know, in spaces like this where you're touching them and it's getting hit a lot, caulk really doesn't stay. So unfortunately, I wasted a ton of time doing this, but you know what? I mean, if anybody has any suggestions as far as how to fill some of the gaps that are just a little bit too big or where it didn't quite join, I am all ears. But either way, it was at least worth a try. Now I'm going through and I'm stabbing a hole through where the sink cutout is, and I'm putting my router in, and this was actually oddly satisfying, but I was able to cut the hole right out to fit to drop the sink in.
Now I know why I never worked out before. Hello, it would always turn out bad, so bad. But every time we start a fight, we always stop in time. We both know how to be gentle, never cross the line. I feel calm when you're around, like nothing can break me.
So I had been going back and forth on whether or not I should paint the bar. I am a huge fan of the original wood paneling in this basement. It's in such good condition. I thought they were way ahead of their time when they decided to put it on a diagonal, and it just looks so cool. That said, I really thought the bar needed to pop. It needed to stand out from the rest of the space. So y'all know I love the carbon copy we've been using throughout the house and on the exterior. So I had a huge bucket. You can see it behind me there in our storage space. I had a huge bucket of exterior paint, and I just crossed my fingers there, and I hoped I was going to like the way it turned out. And because we already had the paint, this was completely free. I mean, it probably would have cost us, what, 30 or 50 bucks to add to this if we decided to buy more paint. But because we already had it, this was another way we saved on the makeover.
make you think that I should calm down, and that I'm overthinking everything about you, and that we're good the way we are. But I don't know that much about you.
So because the surface of this wood was so rough, it was untreated, so if you ran your hands across it, you would get splinters, and I had on multiple occasions. I actually got a roller that was meant for very rough surfaces, and I globbed the paint on and then ran across the creases and the crevices with an angled brush. It actually helped with the texture of it tremendously. So now, like, if you're sitting at the bar, you're not going to get a splinter in your foot or your knee, and it actually ended up working out really well.
To know you better, how can you be trusted? Will you take me for granted? And will you let me down? I know I'm feeling something for you. The way you look, the way you laugh, and how you move. It kinda makes me go crazy. But we should take it slow, work things out so you don't let me go. When I come real close, I don't wanna get hurt, 'cause I'm not ready to give you my heart yet. Before I'm too invested, I should probably ask you all my questions, get to know you better. How can you be trusted? Will you take me for granted? And will you let me down? Before I'm too invested, you should take it easy. Maybe we could test this and work out our feelings. Baby, will I love you? Tell me, do you want me? And will you let me down? Yeah. La 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 Before I'm too invested, I should probably ask you all my questions, get to know you better. How can you be trusted? Will you take me for granted?
So we decided to take these little supports off from underneath the bar. We just thought they looked super dated and wanted to see how much they were actually supporting it. Now, if we were to like lay on the edge of the bar, then sure, it might like bend a little bit, or it doesn't even bend. It kind of has a little bit of a give to it. So these things are mostly aesthetic, I will say. If we find we need something else, we might put some L brackets up, but I'm sitting at it right now and it doesn't move. So we did get rid of those just to modernize it a little bit. So now John is putting on the backer board. I decided I wanted to tile the backsplash. Was this necessary? Absolutely not. But we had a bunch of penny tile mosaic pieces left over from the girls' bathroom, or I guess the girls' and the boys' bathroom. So this didn't cost us anything. I think I had to buy 2 more sheets, and they were about $2.50 or $3 a piece. So I spent like, $6? And I'm so happy I decided to be a little extra and give the bar a backsplash because it's so impactful. I also decided to paint the far wall, the carbon copy as well. At first I thought I was going to leave it, but the more I sat there and kind of watched John do that, I was like, you know what, I'm going to get up and I'm going to paint that wall, and I'm so glad I did.
Make everything disappear. Can play my
So this was actually the second time we are opening this refrigerator. Well, the same refrigerator, same model, different refrigerator. The first one that was delivered was all banged up and there were pieces that were just like busted off. So I went online, I filed for a return. It was actually awesome. We got it on Ferguson's. I think it's like fergusons.com or Ferguson's by Build. I will link the refrigerator as well. They were so good about it. I sent them pictures and then they just refunded us and said, get rid of the refrigerator as as you see fit. So, okay, that was like the best customer service. Sent us a new one and it fits like a glove. We're super happy with it. It wasn't super expensive. It was like $250 for this little fridge, but it holds all the beverages and was exactly what we were looking for. So now I'm going to go ahead and start installing that backsplash. And of course, we were just like going to go for it, not even thinking, hello, we have a brand new countertop on here and the sink. So eventually I pull out some Christmas wrapping paper and protect it a little bit.
Make everything disappear. Keep playing my favorite song. Put your rose-colored glasses on. What if we stay right here? Make everything disappear. Lay low in the beaches, sun. Put your rose-colored glasses on. Yeah. Put your rose-colored glasses on. Yeah. This is a good life. Sitting on the front porch, sipping on the rocks. Citrus in our beverages. Citrus in our beverages.
So we decided to hang 3 pendant lights over the bar just for a softer, nicer ambiance and to stay away from the can lights that we had throughout the rest of this space. I got both of the pieces to make the light at Home Depot, and I think it costs just under like $25. And I'm very happy with the impact it gives. When these little circles are lit up, it mimics the circular pattern in the penny tile and the backsplash, which you also see in the mirror on the bar, and it looks really cool. This is the grout I chose. It's a very soft gray. It's called Rolling Fog, and I'm just going to show you guys a little bit of the grout process.
You got something I can never be without, yeah. I'm in your command. Thought I was a man of my own will. It's been 2 years. I'm only a shadow of the good on me now. A breeze in my ear, 'cause you know I cannot say no to you. Feeling like home, but should it be like this? Locked up in your dome, you know I fight for you. What do I do? Every time you call my name, what do I do? You're whipping me into madness. I try to lay low, but I can never stay away from you. What do I we can't stop it, so I keep on rolling in silence. Apologizing when you've started it. Why? Under a spell. I really wonder, how did it come to this? Go see my friends, but then I realized they're all your friends. Is this who I am? You see me running around in circles, feeling so sweet, but should it be like this? I'm loving the heat, I think I'm losing it. What do I do? Every time you call my name, what do I You're whipping me into madness. I try to lay low, but I can never stay away from you. What do I we can't stop it, so I keep on rolling in silence.
So I'm a little bit bummed because I somehow lost or deleted the footage of me putting together our bar stools, but what can you do? It wasn't riveting footage, but either way. I did find these, I believe, on Amazon or Wayfair. I will link them below. We are super happy with them. They're comfortable. They were easy to put together. And yeah, I just really like the way they look against the carbon copy and the natural wood.
I think I've lost it. What do I every time you call my name? What do I You're whipping me into madness.
you guys, I did put a fake plant on my bar. I know if you know me and my channel, my house, I have all live plants in the house, but there's no sun down here in the basement. So I put that little like string of pearls fake plant in the corner there. I bought a bunch of glasses from Home Goods, and the photo that I hung on the wall is actually a map of Denver from 1874. I found that at Home Goods as well. If you guys are ever looking for home decor, that's primarily where I shop for mine, and I'm always really happy with their prices. I think each box of glasses I bought was either somewhere between $6, $9, and no more than $12.99 for a set of 4 or 6.
6:30 in the morning, you wake me up to have a conversation and inform me about how I make you feel inside. You keep talking and I'm listening, but could you try to shut up? I'm almost getting dizzy now from the way you bum me out. I know that you wanted me to be someone I'm not, give you all my love and never mess it up, but I won't be pretending that I have some hidden love for you, baby. I'm done, I'm just done, because I'm way too passive aggressive for you, babe. I know that I can't be too faced, but I won't feel like you do, babe. You know I'm sorry, I shouldn't talk about mistakes. It's not like you'll get a retake.
So while I was at Home Goods, I got some martini glasses, some glasses for margaritas and pina coladas. I got some glasses for more of your standard mixed drinks, and glasses for like old fashions. So are all of those necessary? Probably not, but we had all of this open glass shelving with mirrors, and it really, it just makes them stand out. So they look great. We'll definitely use them. And again, inexpensive, and they make a statement. I also found this natural live edge cutting board, and I got like a little, what is this called? Like a microplaner. It's a zester, I guess, for lemons and limes, a little ice box. I did order an ice machine, but it ended up being too big, so I sent it back. I still have to get a small one. And then this little thing I thought was so cute. They displayed it with like olives and cherries and nuts and just random little bar snacks, or you can use like your drink garnishes in there. I decided to put some puck lights underneath the countertop. That way it just kind of illuminated the bar when just gave, extra lighting. Lighting is everything, right? So this looks really cool. The only thing I will say is as soon as I lit them up, I saw some of my mistakes with the grout. So now like I can't unsee it and I have to go through and kind of polish it up. So now I'm just going through and I'm stocking the little mini fridge with some mixers. I grabbed some ginger beer and some elderflower soda from Home Goods. They always have some really neat sodas, so I just grabbed those, and John stocked the fridge with beer a few days later. So John went out and grabbed some bottles of liquor. That way we could stock the back shelves of the bar, and it looks really nice, and we're ready to go for any occasion. We are not heavy drinkers. This is not necessary at all, but we really didn't want to tear down the bar. So we thought, why don't we just bring it back to life? It's going to look beautiful. And then when we do have those occasions where we have friends over or parties, like, we're ready for it. But, some of the bottles might get dusty, and that's okay. Like my grandpa had a big bar in his basement growing up, and I remember playing behind it as a kid. But a lot of the bottles were dusty, and I imagine that may happen, but we just really wanted to have fun and have a space where we could come down with our friends and enjoy it. And I'm really glad we did it. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you had fun coming along on this transformation video with us. And yeah, I appreciate you as always for supporting me and my channel. Thank you all so much for getting us to over 100,000 subscribers. I am so grateful for each and every one of you guys. Like, I cannot tell you. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you all in my next one.